Alright everybody, John with Citizen Survival Plan here today. I am in the hills of West Virginia today testing out something I've always wanted to build, but never really got around to doing. This is a Ruger 1022 in more of an AR-15 configuration. The chassis is from Midwest Industries, who makes a lot of great high quality products. Not affiliated with them, they have no idea I'm making this video, and I bought this with my own money. But today, we are going to be checking out this chassis system and in general just building a really cool 1022. Alright, I'm just going to gab about this thing just for a second. This rail is all aluminum, and so is where the receiver sits in. This is all aluminum and it is super nice. This is for sure a more expensive stock system, especially when a 1022 is about 300 bucks, and then this stock upgrade is about the same price. And you're not even done there. You still have to get an AR-15 grip, you need a buffer tube and castle nut, and you need a stock. So the system doesn't even come with everything. You actually need some extra parts, but if you're like me, you typically have a bunch of these parts laying around. The only thing I had to order was an extra buffer tube. I actually just didn't have one of those extra. A big reason I wanted to set something like this up was to hook night vision up to it. This is a mount that just hooks to the receiver, and you can look night vision through your red dot. And because of the high quality aluminum rail that is mounted very sturdy to the rifle, you can also hook a laser illuminator to it and run night vision off of a helmet. And it is on something that is actually truly quiet. I own a Suppress 9mm, a Suppress 300 Blackout, and obviously a Suppress 223 rifle. They will never achieve the quietness of a 22 running either standard velocity or subsonic. I don't know why there's two different types of these. The subsonic is 1050 feet per second, and then the standard is 1070. So 20 feet per second difference really isn't going to change anything. I don't know why there's even two different loads, but if you're running something subsonic like these two, it is literally just like click, click, click. There is no additional sound or report going down range. This is something that is truly quiet, and hooking it up to night vision could be invaluable. Just to go over the rest of the rifle, this is a Sig Sauer Romeo 5, and it's nothing special. It is just a standard shake awake little dot I put on there, keeping the theme of this lightweight. The barrel, you can't see it, but it is a Faxon ultra lightweight 1022 barrel. And beware, if you're going to put one of these into your 1022 receiver, it is an extremely tight fit. I had to use a rubber mallet and sort of tap it in there. The front of this gun is rocking a GemTech GM22 suppressor, and that keeps things nice and quiet. It is a monocore suppressor, so the first shot is just a little bit louder than the rest, but it is extremely serviceable. And like I said before, the 22 is just not very loud at all. One thing I want to talk about before I take some shots with it is how easy it is to install, and some of the competitors that kind of go against this for like the $100 price range. I think that crappy Archangel stock is definitely going to be one of those, and it is junk in comparison to this. This goes together just like a standard 1022. It just has the one bolt that goes in the bottom of the receiver there, and it just goes right into the chassis, and then this handguard just slips right over and is put in with two bolts. So super simple. I mean, I could assemble it on camera, but I would be insulting your guys' intelligence. There is nothing to it. The buffer tube just screws in, and you tighten the castle nut down. There's a little set screw. I mean, if you've ever put together a piece of IKEA furniture, that is way more difficult than putting this together. Someone had mentioned with this stock that the 10 rounders don't fit into the chassis very good, and you can't get them in and out. And it is absolutely no different whatsoever. You can see it sits perfectly flush with the receiver of the gun in there. It's no different than it being in the stock wood stock or whatever. I don't know what they were talking about, but I actually accepted the fact that it might not fit with that little 10-round mag in there when I changed it to this Midwest Industries stock, but it's not true. It works perfectly fine. Alright guys, I'm wrapping my day up here, but all in all, this is worth the money. This 1022 chassis from Midwest Industries, made in the US, all aluminum body, all aluminum rail. It is amazing. It is probably the best on the market, even though it is the most expensive. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.